Ah, and one more time, I'm very sorry. Just let me know that the voice is okay or not okay. I'm sorry because of asking the same question again, and again. Okay, just let me know voice is okay, and this is not my fault. Is because I didn't close the. I mean the live. It was just what to say. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. But I'm not apologizing for this. Okay, sound is good. Thanks, Ovi. Where I was, I forgot. Whatever. So I took my entry over there and I took some partial over there. I put my stop loss at the point where it shouldn't go. It went higher. It has taken the buy side liquidity again, gave market structure shift. This is the breakaway gap. This is the first fair value gap. So that should be the entry, but I didn't take this entry because it has taken the sell side liquidity. It has already taken that. That is the only reason I didn't take the entry. But the real setup was over here. That one was the breaker setup. I love breaker, and 90% of my entry actually depending on the breaker. So I took the entry. I saw the breaker. I already talked about the breaker, so that was the reason for taking that entry. Okay, but whatever I was telling you, the first fair value gap, the second fair value gap, the setup was over here. Okay, the only thing that was missing, that is the sell side liquidity. Okay, just let me go to the 15-minute chart. I would like to see, is there any sell side liquidity or not? No, there was no sell side liquidity. Okay, no sell side liquidity at all. So that is the only thing that is missing over here, and this is the most important thing. The sell side liquidity is the most important thing. Okay, you can't ignore the sell side liquidity. Maybe you can ignore double fair value gap. I mean, if there is one fair value gap, you will take your entry over there. It is acceptable. But if you don't see the sell side liquidity or the buy side liquidity, the entry is not valid. Why I'm talking about these things? Some of you will think this is the perfect setup. Though it has taken the sell side liquidity, I will take re-entry over here because I didn't take entry over there. Maybe I took entry over there. I got stopped out before taking the sell side liquidity. So I would like to take my re-entry over here. This is the perfect setup. One of the guy who doesn't know anything about price action, he told that this setup is very popular. So I took the entry because of this setup. I don't care it has taken the sell side liquidity or not. So I am going to take that entry. No, that is gambling. This is pure gambling. Why did I put my limit order over there? I saw when price was going over there. Look at this candle. It failed to go over the fair value gap. If it failed, okay, just let me check. Mini S&P. Did it give me the setup? Okay. Over here, mini S&P actually gave you the entry. Look over here. It has given you the entry maybe in that candle or not. Let me check. Let me check. So it has given you maybe, I don't know perfectly, but it has given you the entry over there. So this is the entry to the mini S&P. That is the entry. It didn't take the sell side liquidity yet, so that was a valid entry for mini S&P. But for Nasdaq, it is not valid. But brother, it has taken the sell side liquidity again. I don't care. This time it has taken the sell side liquidity, but it will take the sell side liquidity always. No, I am not sure about that. If you take the entry, that is gambling, to be honest, brother. You have to be careful about that. Okay, it's okay. Okay, how can I enhance my understanding of fair value gap? Can you give me some suggestions, please? Hey again, hey images. Is this live understandable, or to I need to what did you say, brother? I really do the previous before. No, it's okay, brother. You can stay here and you can see the things. Okay, I mean, you don't need to go before. Ovio, what is your question actually? What do you want to know about the breakaway gap? I mean, how to understanding breakaway gap? What does it mean? I have already talked about the breakaway gap. Everything I have talked about that. The breakaway gap is the second because of the liquidity swipe above. Gap is the second one because of the liquidity sweep above. This one, why this one is my breakaway gap? Yeah, this is very good question. There is another fair value gap over here, but this two fair value gap is more obvious. In my opinion, this two is my more obvious comparing this one. This one is very just let me show you like this way. If you put your market like that way, let me clean this all of these things, and this one also let me clean this one. This fair value gap, you are talking about this fair value gap, this is your breakaway gap, and this is your first fair value gap, right? You are talking about like that way. I'm not going to tell you that this is wrong. This is absolutely perfect. No, it didn't at the level of the buy side liquidity, because the buy side level is over here. This is the buy side level, okay? So this fair value gap is not at the level of the buy side liquidity or below the buy side liquidity. It's not over there. So if you mark the two fair value gap like that way, it's perfectly okay. I'm not, in that case, I'm not telling you, I'm not arguing with you, I'm not doing anything over here. But for me, this gap is not so clean like this two gap. Look at this gap and this gap. They are more obvious than the previous one. Rather than this fair value gap, this two fair value gap is more obvious. That is why I mark this one as my first fair value gap, this one as my second fair value gap. If I put my stop loss, I will put it over here. If I get stopped out, if this one should used as a breakaway gap and I'm stopped out over here, I will re-enter over there. I will put my stop loss above this swing high or maybe above this high. Okay, I will do that. If I am just think I took my entry over there, maybe here. Okay, I took my entry. So just let me show you. I took my entry over there. I put my stop loss above the breakaway gap. Now the swing went higher. I got stopped out over here. Okay, just think like that way. I will re-enter over there, and then I will mark this one as my breakaway gap. Thank you, Remigius, for the question. I mean, that is very good question. I really didn't see this gap, to be honest. I really didn't see this gap. I saw these two gap that is more obvious, very clean to see. That was the reason for marking this one as my first fair value gap. This one is my second fair value gap. But if you mark this fair value gap as your first fair value gap, this fair value gap as your first fair value gap, and this one is the breakaway gap, that is actually rule based. This is more perfect. This is everything. Okay, I'm very sorry for that, really sorry, but I really didn't see that fair value gap, to be honest, brother, because it was too small or something. I didn't see that one. Thanks for the question, brother. No, Remises, I think, I mean, you are right, I'm wrong. Okay, you are right, this is the breakaway gap, this is the first fair value gap. So it is too small, that's why I'm leaving it. No, it's not like that way. It's not that much small to avoid. Like if it was like this, okay, then I avoid that. If the fair value gap is like this much small, then I avoid that fair value gap. But it is much more clear. Look at over here, it's much more clear. Okay, look, so it is not avoidable. You can't avoid that one, to be honest, brother. It's not. I think you got the point. Okay, don't avoid that one. This is the perfect, perfect marking of the fair value gap. I didn't see that, to be honest, brother. I didn't see that. So I saw these two. These two was more obvious, more clean. So I marked that one as my first fair value gap. That one was my breakaway gap. Okay. You told it took 2 years to know the full mechanism of fair value. That's why I asked. Ovi, the reason was there was no one to whom I could ask the question. Like now I'm telling you the things. Like right now Remy just asks me a question why I didn't mark this this fair value gap. It's because it is at the level of the bicycle or something, or whatever his question was. but he asked me the question, but there was no one to whom I could ask the question. So I need to, how did I learn? I saw these things again and again, and every day I didn't see this thing, right? Sometimes I forgot to look over this. That's the reason for taking so long to understand the price action when I was learning. But here I told you again and again, I really don't know the price action, to be honest, brother. But whatever my understanding is, I am actually sharing with you. So you guys can ask me a question. I'm gonna answer the question. If I think it's perfect, I'm telling you, okay, it's perfect. If I think no, it's not perfect, then I will tell you, no, brother, this fair value gap is not valid. Okay, so that was the reason I took so long to learn this thing. But you will learn this thing. I believe that you will learn this thing much more faster than me, because you have a place you can ask a question. Though I really don't know anything about the price action. Okay, that is the thing. And believe me, okay, I saw it and mark it. Yeah, thanks, Domino. You should tell me that. Okay, I missed this one. If Remedius didn't tell me about that one, I didn't see that one. So you should tell me why I didn't mark that one. That is the learning process. You just need to ask me the question, or you just need to make me correct. Every time I'm correct? No. Every time I'm wrong. You have to make me correct. Okay? You are always right. Oh, just that was just joke, brother. Don't don't say like that way. Thank you so much for everything. That you are most welcome, Obi. So you have to understand the thinking process over here. When this sell side liquidity has taken, this setup is not valid. But brother, it actually take the sell side liquidity. So why it is not valid? You see, okay, I'm just going with Remedius because this is actually the perfect one. I was wrong over here. So when it came to the first fair value gap, it has taken the sell side liquidity. Then why it is not a valid setup? The only reason is you don't have the sell side liquidity. It has already taken the sell side liquidity. So when you don't have the sell side liquidity, you can't take the entry. Why price came over here? Because our bias is bearish. Market should go lower. It's the continuation of the expansion from yesterday. So that is the reason market is going lower. I don't need the sell side liquidity. It will go low because of the continuation of the expansion or the narrative. Okay, but you can't take your entry. Why? Because you don't have sell side liquidity. Maybe it will go higher again. It will stop you out. After that, it will go low. You don't know. That is the only reason for not taking that entry. Whatever it is doing here, maybe you missed this entry, right? You missed this entry. You didn't take that entry, and you when you didn't take that entry and you saw market actually came here, take the sell side liquidity. Maybe you put your stop loss somewhere here. Okay, just let me mark it. Maybe you take your entry over here. Your stop loss was over there, and your target was maybe here. Okay, the price came here, it went there. It maybe it will go lower, and it will hit your target profit. Will you be frustrated? If you are frustrated, you are not ready to trade. You have a psychological issue. You can't be frustrated. Trust me, brother. Okay. Now I will I will talk about here. I will talk about here. I will talk about here one more time. And in that, I mean, this time you have to ask me the question if you don't understand anything. Okay. Was not in you stream and just came in and also heard when you were saying okay, Domino, thank you, brother. Thanks for lives. You're most welcome, Glacier. Came a little late, no problem, brother. So just a recap on that question about breakaway gap. Would you use the top small one you missed or stay the obvious one? Thanks. No, I will go with this one. I will go with this one. It is because I only avoid the fair value gap if it is at the level of the buy side liquidity or above the buy side liquidity. Another thing is, if I see this type of, just let me mark it. If this fair value gap was like this way, okay, like this way, after marking the chart in a proper way, this is the proper way. I double click to the right side, I double click to the lower side. So after that, if this fair value gap is like that, that way it is, if it is look like that way, I will avoid that one, to be honest, brother. I'm gonna avoid this, that one. But look at this fair value gap. This is clean, I mean, it is acceptable. This is acceptable, okay. So I will go with this one. I mean, this is the breakaway gap, this is the first fair value gap. I'm gonna avoid this fair value gap. I mean, this fair value gap is not, actually I was wrong about that, okay. To be honest, this was, I marked the fair value gap in a wrong way. That is overall, okay. I hope it's clear. I mean, it's clear, okay. So I will go over here. This candle was 8:30, the news, and it wasn't a very, what to say. I mean, the not a special news like CPI, FOMC, PPI, or I mean not PPI, yeah, PPI, PMI, or Fed Chair Powell. This type of, this was not that type of news, okay. So this type of news I trade this type of news because there's no consolidation after or before the news. This type of news actually give better setup. The news, I really forgot the name. I mean, maybe retail something was the news, I really don't remember. If you were with me in the morning session, I told you, just let me go to the 15 minutes at one more time and mark this buy side liquidity. Okay, so this is the lower buy side liquidity, this was the upper buy side liquidity. Just let me go to the 1 minute chart one more time. Okay, here. So it has taken the sell side liquidity. What is reading price action? It has taken sell side liquidity. So it has taken sell side liquidity. In the meantime, it has made the equal lows from 15-minute chart. This is the equal lows. Okay, it taken sell side liquidity. It has given you very nice market structure shift. This is your market structure shift. Look over here. I'm going from the beginning. Okay, as because I was what to say, stopped out. I mean, my live streaming was stopped out because of the load shedding. So I would like to go from here to the last. I will take 5 to 10 minutes, okay, to complete this one. Okay, thanks, crystal clear. Okay, okay, thank you, Bloto Loto. You see 15788 associate equal low. 15788, 15788. Let me check this one, brother. 1578878. I think somewhere here. What I have over here? This one relatively equal low. Just let me check from the 1 minute chart. Okay. Mm, yeah, you can mark that one as your sell side liquidity. You can, brother. Why you can? The only reason is your narrative is telling you it will go lower. That's why you can mark this one as your sell side liquidity. But to take entry over there, you should go over there. Taking entry over there, marking this sell side liquidity, I'm not agree with it. If you can take your entry over here, okay, this setup. Look at this setup. Did it take the buy side liquidity? Yeah, it has taken the buy side liquidity. So it has taken the buy side liquidity over here. This is buy side has taken. Maybe you will mark this one as your market structure shift. This is your market structure shift. This is your fair value gap. If you would like to mark the breakaway gap or not, it's up to you, but whatever. If you take your entry over there, your stop loss has to be above this buy side liquidity. That should be your target. Okay, in that case, I'm interested to take that entry. But here it will tap over there and it will go over there. No, I'm not agree with that all. As market came below the consequent encroachment of the daily fair value gap, now I'm interested to take that entry. Now you are going to push your button, you can do that. I'm not sure it will go over there or not because market has already done so many things over here, so many things, so many times it gave you the perfection. So this time it will work or not, I don't know. Please don't push your button. If you push your button, that is your risk. Okay, I'm not gonna be the responsible person for this one. Whatever. So it has taken the sell side liquidity, gave you the market structure shift. There was your fair value gap. This is your fair value gap. Market came to the fair value gap. It has taken the buy side liquidity. What will you do over here? You will read the price. Will you take the entry? No, you are not going to take the entry. Why you are not going to take the entry? Because from 15-minute chart, you know there is your sell side liquidity, right? There is your sell side liquidity, very clean sell side liquidity over here. This is your sell side. There was another low previously. There is another low. So you are expecting market will go higher and take some kind of buy side liquidity first. So it has taken the buy side liquidity over here. Then it went higher again, and this all the swing high. It has taken the swing high as well. If this high has been taken, it should trade to this fair value gap. This is from 15-minute fair value gap. This two line is from 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, it came over here, it went lower. Are you afraid that you are going to lose the entry? It is going to take that sell side liquidity. If you are afraid, you have the psychological problem. You can't jump to the real money. Okay, trading is not for gambler. Trust me, brother, trading is not for the gambler. Maybe you are the winner for the short time winner. You will never be a long time winner. Never ever. Until now, nobody is a long time winner by gambling. Gambling is kind of like ICT was a good gambler. He was winning. He was winner for 9 months. 9 months he took the winning trade. Okay. After 9 months, he started to lose, and at last he blow his all of his account. Just listen to him carefully. He talked about everything in 22 YT model. I mean the mentorship. Okay. So he was the luckiest person for 9 months. Not a single month, 2, 5, 3. No, 9 months. He was the winner. After that, he started to lose. He lose everything. So a gambler never be a long time winner. Trust me, brother. That's why I am telling you, don't gamble. Market has taken the buy side liquidity. Did it reach to this fair value? Why it should reach to this fair value? Because if it went above this high, it should go to a specific level where there is a fair value gap or imbalance. Okay, or maybe volume imbalance, anything. It need to reach over there, then it will reverse. Then why I didn't tell that if it went above this highs, then it need to go to a level where there is an imbalance. What I told if I see a very shallow run, right, very shallow run, just go above and fell down. If it happens like that way, then I don't need to reach in a imbalance. But if it went higher, why? Because this is equal highs and this is single high. Try to understand. Okay, if you mark the equal highs and then a very shallow run, you don't need to mark any kind of imbalance over there where price should go. But above the equal highs, if you see this type of run, okay, very clean run, then you have to expect market should reach to a specific level where there is a imbalance. So price went above there, single high. I don't care about this shallow run. I know that market is going to take that shallow run, and then it has to reach in a level where there is an imbalance. Price went lower, brother. There was a very clean setup. So I'm gonna take that on. You are gambling. Why? Why I'm gambling? Because this is before 9:30. Whatever you will do before 9:30, that is gambling. Why that is gambling? So many traders. There are so many traders who are going to take entry and take profit before 9:30. So why I am not? I mean, permitted to take entry before 9:30, because we are learning. When you will learn everything, I can take this entry. I saw the very clean setup over there. I mean the buy side liquidity, I can take that entry. I mean, I'm not telling that I understand price action. Whatever I'm telling, I do understand little bit. That's why I can take that entry. But you don't know till now how to read the price. That is why you have to read the price. I read the price from here. I see what price has done over there. It has taken the buy side liquidity. It has given me very nice market structure shape. There was a setup. This was a setup. Market came here. I saw all of these things. There was sell side liquidity. It came here. It went higher. It came here again. Make the sell side liquidity. I mean, with the previous low. Then it gave me the market structure shift. So I am permitted to take this entry because this is going to be taken after 9:30. That is my belief. I am going to take that entry because I have already read the price over here. What does it mean by reading price? Reading price means you have to mark some level where price should go and then it should react with your expectation. So if you don't take this entry, then this is kind of reading price. Do you understand, guys? You saw this setup. Price came here. In the meantime, it has made the very nice equal lows. Price came here, it went higher. You know there is buy side liquidity. It has taken the buy side liquidity. It started to go lower. I don't care. If it take the sell side liquidity, I don't care. Today I won't take entry over there. I don't care about that. It failed to take the sell side liquidity. It started to go higher. Are you hurried to take the entry or to the buy side liquidity? No, you are not going to take the buy side. I mean any kind of buy entry over there. Maybe just think like that. Okay, it has taken the sell side liquidity, gave you very nice market structure shift, very nice fair value gap. Price came to that fair value gap. It has taken the buy side liquidity again. It came over here. So brother, am I able to take that entry? No, you are not going to take that entry. All of this is reading price. Price went higher. Why you are not going to take that entry? What is today? Today is Wednesday. What is your narrative? Narrative is telling you that it should be the continuation of the expansion. What was the expansion from yesterday? Yesterday price came lower. So what you are going to expect today? Price should go lower. The continuation of the expansion. So what you should, when you should take entry, when you will get a very nice clean setup for the sell entry. So you are going to take that entry. But this buy side entry, I mean the buy side setup is very clean. I don't care. You read the price. If it works with your expectation, that means this time it will work with your expectation as well. Why I was so confident that market will go lower when I saw this big run? Trust me, brother. When this kind of candle, you will see this type of candle. Okay, price came little bit lower and very big run. You will be afraid. Maybe market is going higher and you will be stopped out. But if you read the price from here, maybe from here, you know every time price reacted with your expectation. When it went above there, you know price should come over here. It came here. After that, it gave you the setup over there. Maybe this one was the breaker setup. Maybe it has actually shifted the market with very clean swing low. It has been shifted over there fair value gap. Just think like that way. It came to that fair value gap. Will you be afraid to this big run? No, I am not going to be afraid because I saw this very clean sell side liquidity over here from 15 minutes. Are you going to take your entry over there and going to hold your trade until then? No, I'm going to hold my, I mean, close my entry somewhere here. I will mark some kind of sell side liquidity over there. But brother, I really would like to hold my trade until here. Then please take some partial over there. Put your stop loss to the break even. If you are stopped out, then you have already take a partial and you are not taking any loss over there. Okay, because it is in the break even. So you can do that. But my strong advice is, if you see there is no clean sell side liquidity and this is from the higher time frame, I mean the last liquidity, please don't go for that. Take some kind of maybe 25 handle, 30 handle. It is huge, brother, trust me, it is huge. 30 handle and just close your trade, you will be profitable. Okay, so just let me close this one. When price was going higher, I was going to take, I'm going to pyramid my entry. It went lower, it started to go higher again. When I saw it is going higher again, I took re-entry over there. When it went to the break even, the consequent encroachment, the mean threshold of the breaker, I took re-entry over there. Now my entry has filled over there because of the internet, but I actually pushed my button when it touched to the consequent encroachment, the mean threshold of the breaker block. I took re-entry over there. I marked, if you watch my entry, the entry video, you saw I marked it before, first. then I took my partial at this level at the 30 handle. There was 30 handle, so I took my partial over there and I put my stop loss above this fair value gap. That was my, I thought that that is actually the breakaway gap, and but later it actually stopped me out over there. Okay, so it went higher again. Where did it go? Went to the breakaway gap again, and this is how it sorry, I can't actually pronounce the word. ICT actually told what was the word, I really don't remember exactly. But when you will see there is very small run above the breaker, that is some kind of word he used, I don't remember, but that is that thing. Okay, it has actually traded this 15-minute fair value gap one more time, then broke lower. See, it came here. When it came here, it has gave you the perfect setup over there. It has taken the sell side buy side liquidity, market structure shift. This was your fair value gap, this was your breakaway gap. Price came there, it went lower, and whatever it is, but in the meantime it has taken the sell side liquidity. But most of the time you will see it didn't take the sell side liquidity, or maybe you will see this was your very nice market structure shift. This time it didn't give, but you will get very nice clean market structure shift over there. Okay, so you can take your entry over there. So that is the thing. Overall, this is the thing. Now this setup is valid only depending on the narrative. This setup is valid only depending on the narrative. I am just going to repeat this thing again and again. Only depending on the narrative, this setup is valid. Except narrative, there is no confluences over here to take that entry. That's why I told you, please don't take that entry. In the meantime, you see the stop loss is 26 handle, near about 27 handle. I will never go for that type of entry. I can maximum bear for 16 to 17 handle, but 20, more than 16 17 handle, I never take this type of entry because it's huge. 26 handle is near about uh, mm, $520. If you trade to the top step, it's near about $520, and if you trade to the AMP, it's near about um, $1,300. Okay, so $1,300 stop loss, I'm not able to take that type of entry. So how beautiful the entry, I mean the setup is, I don't care. How beautiful the sell side liquidity, I don't care. Until this, I mean the stop loss is not met with my requirement, I don't take my entry. Okay, so many things. Remises. Okay, Thursday. Yeah, I am. This is Thursday, so this is actually the continuation of the expansion. We saw the expansion in Wednesday. I mean, price came here to here, retracement, here to here, retracement, here, retracement, again lower. So it was lower run. Okay, so I am expecting market will go low today as well. Just taken the buy side liquidity from there. I mean, this is buy side liquidity has taken. It should go lower, at least to the low of, I mean low of this daily fair value gap. Okay, this is the, I think this is the daily fair value gap. Let me actually check. Yeah, this is the daily fair value gap, so I'm expecting price will come at least to the low of the daily fair value gap. That is my expectation. Yeah, so just let me clean all of these things, and I'm going to remove this one because I hate that one. So reset my account. Now I'm going to the 1 minute chart one more time. Okay, overall that is the price action. Now when I am already profitable over there, do I care about that entry? No, I am not caring about that entry. I am caring about that entry. No, I am not caring about that entry. But brother, price is very clean, it is going lower, I don't care. What did I say you? I know price is going to take that buy side liquidity. Remember, if any of you were with me when I was over here, I told that I know it is going to take that entry, but I don't care. I'm not going to take that entry because this is reading price action. I'm not going to take that entry. Why I'm not going to take that entry? Because before taking the buy side liquidity, it can actually came lower again, can make triple bottom, then it can go and take the buy side liquidity. It can do that. It's because it's before 9:30 and just after a news. Then why I was confident that market is going to take that buy side liquidity? This is experience. I saw so many times market actually, in that case, market take the buy side liquidity, very near buy side liquidity, it's taken. So that was experience, that is different thing. I can't transfer my experience to you guys, I can't do that. So I can tell you the rules. The rules is you are not allowed to take that entry before 9:30. Very abnormal things happens over there. That is the reason you have to understand. You, if you see the setup, you have to avoid that, and instead of taking the entry you will read the price. But brother, it has given me the setup over there and it started to go higher, it never come down. I mean, it never came down. What will I do? I will go for buy? No, you are not going for buy, taking any kind of buy. Why? Because your narrative is telling you this is the continuation of the expansion. That means market will go lower. If yesterday Wednesday we saw a lower run, this is the continuation of the expansion, so market should go low. This is your narrative which is actually telling you. We saw the accumulation phase from Monday, Tuesday manipulation phase, but there was a very big run, that is expansion. No, that is not expansion. That run was because of the CPI. So CPI run we don't count. I mean, we don't count the run for the CPI or some kind of FOMC. If you see one candle, okay, just let me show you the run. Tuesday, right? The run was from Tuesday. Just let me go over there. Okay, so here was the run. Look at this run. We don't count this type of candle. What do I mean by we don't count? I mean, it went here to here, so this is not expansion. Just think, it is a gap from here to here. This is a gap. Think like that way. This is just a gap. There is no candle, nothing. It's just a gap. Okay, think like that way. So let me go back over there. So Tuesday we saw the manipulation, then Wednesday we saw the lower run. This is the run, you see, price came here to here, retrace here, retrace here. It was retracing and was going lower, retracing, going lower. So this is the run, this is the expansion. What should we expect today? We should expect the continuation of the expansion. Before 9:30 we are seeing some kind of, I mean, higher run. This is Judas swing, 9:30 Judas swing. It went higher until 10. If you don't see a very clean high run, then it will just consolidate and it will go higher until 10. That means 9:30 to 10, that is Judas swing. After that it went lower. I forgot one thing and nobody reminded me that. The thing I forgot is I didn't mark the opening gap. Was there any opening gap? Let me check. So here, no, there was no opening gap. I mean, very little opening gap. I don't care about that type of opening gap. If you see this type of opening gap, you can avoid that one. Okay, it's okay then. Thank you. Thank you for not reminding me. Okay, so after 9:30, that was the Judas swing. Price came to the 15-minute fair value gap, gave you market structure shift, very clean setup. You will take your entry over there because your narrative, you know your narrative. You will target some kind of sell side liquidity over there, or maybe a very nice fair value gap or anything, whatever. Okay, just don't go to the extreme sell side liquidity. Please don't go over there. Don't be greedy. Okay, never be greedy. Take a small run. 30 handle, it's not enough. I mean, it's not small, it's huge, brother. It went higher again, give you another setup over there. It's going to take the sell side liquidity. This is expansion, just continuation of the expansion. That's all. Okay. 1003 CB Dada, can you please explain about the fair value gap? Is it really breakaway gap? 1003, 1003, just a second. 1003. Here, no, there is no breakaway gap. I mean, breakaway gap means there is two fair value gap, one above another. Okay, after taking buy side liquidity, market structure shift, if you see two fair value gap, the first one is the entry gap, the second one is the breakaway gap. That shouldn't be trade. The breakaway gap shouldn't be trade, it should be untraded. If it trades, nobody can close above the consequent encroachment. We can go little bit higher, it can go. Okay, sometimes, very rare, you will see we go through the breakaway gap. If it went through the breakaway gap, then that breakaway gap is not acting as a breakaway gap, but you please don't add that on. Okay, don't add that on. You will think the first parabolic gap will be your breakaway gap. So this is the breakaway gap. But over here, look at over here. What it did, it went higher, it has taken the buy side liquidity, it went lower. This is your only gap. There is no other gap. There is your only gap. If you see only gap, this is not breakaway gap. Just traded this gap. So this is not breakaway gap. If you saw, there is two fair value gap, one above another, like this. Look at over here. Just let me mark this one as well. So this is your first fair value gap, this is your second fair value gap, this is your entry gap, this is your breakaway gap. If you see this type of things, then you will mark the upper one as your breakaway gap and the lower one is your entry gap. There should be your entry, there should be your stop loss. If you see very clean sell side liquidity, you will target over there. So I think it's clear. Mohawk, yeah, Mohawk. Thank you, Rahul. I really forgot that word. That's Mohawk. Thank you, brother. Have to go, brother. We'll look later this. No problem, Remy. No problem. I am late actually because of my load shedding. Thanks for joining, brother. Mashallah, your tape reading is very good. Need more live streams. I took the trade earlier too. Alhamdulillah, you are making go real fast. Thanks, Arlits, but please don't trade right now. Try to learn these things. When I won't be here, you are free to take entries, okay? But when I'm here, please just try to learn the price action. And yeah, okay, there is very little though. Yeah, it's very little, but I mean, if you are talking about this one, then it's okay. Okay, I don't know which one you are talking about. Now, guys, I can see there are about 22 people. I know it's very little, but I'm happy that there are 22 people. If any of you are new, you can subscribe to my channel. I'm irregular right now because of my problem, some kind of personal stuff. But I love to do the live every time. I mean, last month I was live every day, almost every day I was in live. So if you like, then you can subscribe. Don't forget to give me the like. Please don't forget that, okay? If you don't like it, you can give me that dislike, but don't forget that one. Why? Is this because of me? No, I'm not asking for that for me, okay? I'm asking that for some people, they will know because of your like, they will know that I'm doing this type of things. Whatever I'm doing here, nobody will tell you this. If you don't believe me, wait. I mean, just stay with me for some days. You will understand, brother. Okay. I can I can assure you, nobody means nobody will give this to you. Nobody. Now, that's the thing. And another thing is, I really don't know anything about the price action, to be honest. So if you think you are wasting, you can leave. That is also a very humble request. That's a humble request. But my theme is, please give me the like. Please don't forget to give me the like. Now you see the price action over here. What should I talk about here? I have nothing to tell anything. I have nothing to say over here because I saw the setup over there. I saw the setup over there, maybe over here. So many times market has given you this chance to take entries. In my opinion, that was the perfect entry. And this one, I'm not going to that one. I would go to this entries, to be honest, brother. So after giving setup over there, you are not worrying about this one because you are allowed to take only one entry in one day, not so many trade. But brother, I saw so many people, they take buy sell, and they are actually millionaire. I don't care about them. Maybe they know better price action than you, than me. That's why they took buy sell. But that's actually, in my opinion, if you do that without understanding the price action, that's gambling. I know price is going lower. How do I know that? I already told you. How do I know that? This is the narrative. This is the continuation of the expansion. So price should go lower. It will go low. That is my confidence, that is my expectation, because I know the narrative. You also know the narrative, but how it will go has already gave you the chance over there. You, if you remember, has already given you the chance over there. You should avoid these things. It has already done its job over there, so you should avoid it. You should wait until the PM session. At the PM session, maybe you will get more clean setup. Now, who guys are doing gambling? Okay, what will they do? They will mark this as the sell side liquidity has taken when it will go above that high. Okay, look at this side when it will go above that, and there is a buy side liquidity. Okay, let me just mark the buy side liquidity. So this is your buy side liquidity. It has maybe given you a very nice market structure shift over there. Okay, just let me mark this one, just think like that way. It has given you the market structure shift over there. So this is your fair value gap. Maybe it will make another fair value gap over there. So this is your fair value gap, and okay, it has given you the market structure shift over there. This is the difference. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the difference between the gambler and the real trader. So it has given you market structure shift. They will tell you, okay brother, this is my breakaway gap, this is my breakaway gap, and this is my first fair value gap, this is my first fair value gap. Okay, just let me actually mark the low. This is my first fair value gap. So when price will come over here, I will take my entry, my stop loss will be here, I will target this high. Is that valid entry? Is this valid entry or not? This is gambling. You know your narrative, you know everything, why you are going to take that entry, why you are going to take that buy. But brother, if it, just let me mark the low, just over here. Okay, but brother, it is going to take that high. You know that it's going to take that high. I don't care. Do you know perfectly that it will go and take that high? Do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that it will go and take that buy? Your narrative is telling you that market should go lower. Every single thing is telling you that market will go lower. But brother, you told that if I see the sell side liquidity has taken, if I get a very nice and clean market structure shift, there is two fair value gap, I should take entry to the first fair value gap. The lower fair value gap should be the breakaway gap. So I took that entry and I saw very clean buy side liquidity. Okay, this is very clean buy side liquidity. I saw very clean buy side liquidity, so I am going to take that entry. I'm not agree with you. I'm not agree with you. If it take that buy side liquidity, I don't care. This is gambling. So do you understand what's the difference between gambling and reading price action? You will read the price over here. It is going higher. Why? To take the buy side liquidity. When it will take the buy side liquidity, after that, if you see very clean sell side liquidity, you will wait for the sell setup. You are not going to take this entry. But brother, it's 25 handle. You see, this is 25 handle. My stop loss is for only 11 handle. How beautiful the setup is. You are not ready yet to take this entry. You don't know when you should, like, if I took this entry, how did I manage my entry? Look over here. There is a fair value gap. Okay, look over here. This is a fair value gap. What was that? That was the last fair value gap. I would look the setup over here, how it react over there. I would see that. If I see it closed for the first time above this fair value gap, this management. Okay, if it can close above the fair value gap, I would put my stop loss at the break even now. My stop loss is over here now. Why? Because I don't know it is going to take that buy side liquidity or not, as my narrative is going lower. I will put my stop loss over there. I am not going to take any kind of risk. No risk. If I would take that entry. Now, as I am just learning these things, I'm not going to take that entry. If I already learned the price action, I would take that entry. This is a simple thing, brother. Your narrative is telling you it will go lower, so you are not going to take that entry. How beautiful the setup is, I don't care. Simple, just simple. If you take the buy side liquidity, will you be frustrated for not taking that entry? No, never, because you have already got very nice clean setup with your expectation over there. You are not going to be frustrated to losing, I mean to miss this entry. The beautiful setup, I don't care. Simple thing, brother. So if you understand the price action, you can take that type of entry, and you will move your stop loss with the logic when you should move it and how it will move. You will move it when you will understand that. When you will understand the fair value gap, how to use that, you are going to take that type of entry. You have already taken an entry over there. You took this entry, you put your stop loss to the break even. Now if hits your break even, I mean the stop loss, you don't care because you didn't take a loss. Do you understand? Learned a lot from you, very thankful. Okay, Rahul, no problem, brother. Yes, that is true. Hey, thank you, brother. I'm always right. So this is the way you will, when you will understand the price action, trust me, brother. You do you know how many setup I can see from here to here? How many setup I can see? I see one setup, two setup, three setup. This one, when it went above the word I already forgot again, mohawk. Okay, thank you, brother. The mohawk. I saw the mohawk. That is another setup for me. I mean another entry. So if I was trading, I mean just think like that way. If I was trading, I would take my profit over here. How many profit? Near about here. Okay, so 23 handle. Then this setup actually gave me 30 handle. When I saw this one, price just came here. It didn't break the breakaway gap. It just came here. I'm already in the market. This time I'm already in the market here, until I will take some partial below this low, and I will go until the sell side liquidity. I think the sell side liquidity was over here somewhere. I don't remember. It's near about 60 handle. I took my first partial below this low. So three entry. This one I'm not going to take. I would take that entry if I was trading. Okay, just think like that way. I would take that entry. This one I didn't take. I wouldn't take. Whatever I will do, I will do. Before 9:30 I was interested to take buy. After 9:30 I am only interested to take sell, not buy. Just sell, nothing else. So 1 2 3 4, I saw 4 entries till now. I can take this 4 entry. Will I take this 4 entry? No. I would like to love, I would love to take only this entry, this 30 handle. This 30 handle is more than enough for me. I'm not, I don't care about this setup. I don't care about this setup, not even this setup, nothing. Just this entry. This 30 handle is enough to be profitable. This 30 handle is enough to make you the millionaire. This 30 handle, just mark, if you take 10 contract, if you are more, I mean oversure about this entry, and you just think you have taken 30 contract, okay, it's near about $8,000. Just 30 handle near about 8,000 $8,000, or 30 handle something like that, right? 500, no, it's near about $15,000, something like that. So how long it will take to be a millionaire? Not so long. That is the thing, brother. You don't need to take every setup, everything. You will read the price, you will wait for the perfect setup, and then you will jump with your perfect setup. I don't remember the guy who actually gave me the screenshot to my Twitter. I really don't remember the name. I'm sorry because I was so busy, so I forgot the name. He told me that, brother, I think it's Nano. So far, I think it's Nano Hands. I, I think he told me that, brother, I saw this setup, though it wasn't perfect, but I took that entry and it worked well. It worked perfectly. I'm not agree with you, brother. If I don't see the perfection, I'm not going to take that entry. When I will see the perfection, I'm going to take that entry. That is trading. When I don't see that perfection and I will take the entry, that is gambling. Gambler will never be the winner. they are short time winner like ICT was a short time winner for 9 months. After that, he just blew his all of his account, all of his money. He blew them. That is why ICT always against the gambler. Okay, don't gamble, brother. Please, that is a request. If you see the perfect setup, just think like that way. That was the perfect setup. Only the missing thing was sell side liquidity. There was no sell side liquidity, but most of the time you will see very clean sell side liquidity. Trust me, brother. You have already known that. So how many times I showed you very clean sell side liquidity? How many times I showed it to you? If you see very clean sell side liquidity, you took that entry, you are already profitable. Very simple, brother. Just go with the perfect setup. I don't know how can I make this much more easier, but this is the way. Now, I really don't have anything to say about the price action right now because it's just near about 12. I mean the lunch hour. Either I have to quit the streaming, but I really love to talk about so many things. But I don't wanna make you disappointed or listening my boring lecture. I really don't want that, to be honest, brother. I managed my time today. I left my place, working place, and I came home because I need to talk. Needed to talk about the price action and about the narrative, as some of you actually asked so many questions to my Twitter. It's nearly impossible to explain everything by writing over there. So I came actually home. To tomorrow morning, very morning, I will go back to my site, and if I can manage time again, I will try to do live tomorrow as well. I mean Friday, okay? That is not a promise. I don't know I will manage or not, but I will try my level best because I should talk about the narrative and I should make it final, okay? So that is why I managed my time and I came here today, and I'm just making you bored with my boring lecture. I'm really sorry about that. First time I was stopped out because of the load shedding, and now no, brother, it didn't work, Obi. It didn't work it yet. And next week they will try again. It's near about 1 month and 9 days they're trying, but still now it's not done. Okay, brother, what is the difference between breakaway gap and fair value gap? Brother, there is no difference between the breakaway gap and the fair value gap. This is a fair value gap. Okay, this is a fair value gap as well. So there is two fair value gap. I'm going to use this fair value gap as my entry gap, and I'm thinking this one will work as a breakaway gap. What does the breakaway gap means? That means this gap shouldn't be filled before taking the sell side liquidity. It shouldn't be filled, it should be unfilled. That is why it is breakaway gap. It should be breakaway gap. There should be a gap that will confirm you that market is going lower. There should be a gap that will tell you that market is going higher. When it is not traded, I'm confident that market is going to take the sell side liquidity now. I'm very much confident. Okay. Now, oh, look over here. What is my expectation? Let me tell you my expectation is something like this. It will make some kind of fair value gap over there, and this sell side liquidity will be targeted. That is my expectation. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe it will trade to the lower part of this gap. It can happen, but the first thing I would like to see, it will go above this equal highs. I mean, look at this high and this high. Very clean, right? Buy side liquidity. Now, look at these highs. They're very clean. It should take the buy side liquidity, then it should go lower. Look over here. How beautiful the breakaway, I mean, the setup was over there. I I was expecting it is going to take that buy side liquidity, but I didn't take that entry. I am going to use this thing to take the sell entry. Why? My narrative is telling me market should go lower. My weekly bias is telling me market should go lower. Everything is telling me market should go lower. Now, if it give me the market structure shift with a very nice fair value gap, maybe there is a breakaway gap as well. Am I going to take the entry over there for the sell? No. I need to see that it will take the buy side liquidity. That is the first rule. It has to take the buy side liquidity. After that, if I get the market structure shift, I'm interested to take sell. Until then, I'm not interested to take any kind of sell. Okay. So many things, so many things. Questions. 1021 candle, would you consider it as inverse fair value gap? 1021, 1021. Let me go to 1021. So this one. So this one you are telling me. Just let me mark, okay, brother? This is your fair value gap. Am I going to consider this as a fair value? No, I'm not going to consider this one as my I fair value gap. I mean inversion fair value gap. Let me explain. Thanks for the question. Thanks, brother. I love this type of thing. You should ask me the question because I skip so many things. Look over here. What price has done over there? It has taken the buy side liquidity. Okay, look until here, until this candle. Uh, it has taken the buy side liquidity. First thing first, my narrative is telling me market will go lower. So every high run is the the fake run, Judas swing. So it has taken the buy side liquidity. It went lower. It went higher a little bit. It has made this fair value gap. Now it went lower again. And just let me go. It went lower again. Why you are going to think that this fair value gap is important? What it has done? I mean, when price came here, did it take any kind of sell side liquidity? Do you see any kind of sell side liquidity it has taken? It has given you a market structure shift. Why this fair value gap is important? This is not fair value gap. This is just a gap. This is not fair value gap. Try to understand, brother. This is just a gap, not fair value gap. Now you will tell me, brother, you are just making something new. I mean, against ICT or something. No, I'm not doing this. ICT himself didn't mark every fair value gap. But you will tell me, I'm just trying to talk like the way I talk, okay? So I'm not telling you this, brother. Don't get me wrong. Brother, later price came to this fair value gap. So this is the fair value gap where price came again. Maybe again it will go over there. It should be worked as a breakaway gap. I mean the inversion fair value gap. No. Why this fair value gap is important to you? Let me tell you. I mean, you have to tell me that. Why this is important for you? This fair value gap is important for me. Why? Because it has taken the buy side liquidity. It went lower. Though it is not market structure shift, I can mark this one as my market structure shift. I can see so many things that I really don't want to talk about that. Either otherwise you will be confused. So you will go with the perfect swing low, okay? But for me, this is a clean market structure shift. That is some kind of confluences, okay? This fair value gap. Look at this fair value gap. Let me mark this one. This fair value gap is important for me. Why this fair value gap is important for me? It has taken the buy side liquidity. It has given me market structure shift. This fair value gap is important. This is fair value gap. It has a fair value. It has a value. Okay. Why this gap should have some value? But brother, it has traded this. No, it didn't trade this fair value gap. It has traded this fair value gap. This fair value gap has value. This one doesn't have value. It is not fair value gap. Try to understand, brother. You have to have some logic before marking something on your chart. It has to have some valid reason. Okay. If you mark every fair value gap by watching it has reacted later, I don't know what to say that one. Okay. What I told you, though I missed this one, I marked that one and that one. Okay, that was my mistake. I told you that. After MGS told me, I marked this one instantly. So it has taken the buy side liquidity. This is your first fair value gap. This is breakaway gap. This is your second fair value gap. That should be your entry gap. So it has taken. It went over there. How many times you saw this work? And you have to mark so many times this works. Why this gap has some value reason for being marked. There is a fair value gap. Is that valid for you? It is valid for me, but it is not valid. Why it is valid? Though it is not valid, I'm just for for making my argument more strong, I'm telling this. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. It has taken the buy side liquidity. It has given you market structure shift. This is a fair value gap. It is a fair value gap. This one is not fair value gap. When it is not fair value gap, there is no question to be inversion fair value gap. What does it mean by inversion fair value gap? You have to mark some kind of gap that you can use for later. I mean, it you can use later use. Okay, okay. What to say? You can use that fair value gap later. You have to mark that type of fair value gap. This fair value gap has no value. It is just a gap, an imbalance, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. This is that thing. It has no fair value. Okay, I don't know you got the point or not. This candle didn't trade this fair value gap. This candle actually traded this gap. This gap has value. I think, brother, I mean, you got your answer. Okay, Rahul. Hope you will fix soon. I think so, Abhi. Let's see. Allah will fix everything. I believe that. In the PM session, what should be our expectation? Price will go lower. The only thing I'm expecting that is price will go lower. That is my expectation. When I will see market is going higher, I will expect that market is going higher to, I mean, to that is trap. Okay, it is going higher. That is trap. Everyone will think, okay, market actually came so low, so low. Now it is started to go higher. They will take their buy over there. They will be stopped out. Look over here what it has done. Now I would like to talk something, I mean, out of ICT things. Okay, this is something that is out of ICT. Look this. Just a second, okay. What do you see? What I see? I see this is the thing I see. I see a very nice flag over there. Okay. What does the retail trader thinking? They're thinking price came here, it has made a flag over there. When it will be breakout, market will come to the top of this level, it will go higher. How long it will go? From here to here, they will mark this and then this. Okay. So they're thinking market will come over here. When they will see it will come over here, they will mark their target profit above that high. Above that high. That is their target. What I'm thinking. Okay, this one is bull plug, market went higher. Maybe it will tap to this fair value gap or I have the breakaway gap. Okay, let's see how long it will go. After that, it is going lower. It is going lower. That is for sure. That is my thinking. This is out of ICT topic, so don't take it seriously. This is something sometimes, very rarely, when I take some kind of losing entry, I use this type of things to mitigate my loss. Okay, rarely, very rarely. There is no logic except the retail logic. They are thinking this is bull plug, it is breakout, so price came to the top. Look at this candle, it came to the top, it is going higher. Everyone is going to take entry over there. Every single person, they're taking entry. They're taking entry. And my belief is it will go maybe until the lower part of this gap. Maybe that is the most obvious place. It will go over there, then it will go lower again. Now this is the lunch hour. We are not permitted to take our entry at the lunch hour. Very simple thing. My belief is it will maybe go to the low, it will take lower, and this is my sell side liquidity. Now look at this sell side liquidity. Do you see this sell side liquidity? This low and this low and this low, are they clean? very clean sell side low. Okay, so are you going to take that type of entry? No, that is the turtle soup. uh what to say, you need experience. Even the best student of the ICT trader, I mean to the ICT, they are also not eligible to take the turtle soup, because this is the thing which is the toughest thing of the ICT stuff. I mean the turtle soup entry. When price is above the buy side liquidity, you will take your entry, sell entry over there, it will go lower. I did it when I took a loss and I saw this type of very clean plug, then I took sell from a very clean level. Okay, I took that because my belief is market will never let them be profitable. It will go, at least it will take this sell side liquidity. After that, if it would like to go higher, it can go, but it will take the sell side liquidity first. That is my belief. Okay. Okay. So basically a gap worth making marking are the ones after the price is taken out recent high or lows. Yeah, not highs or lows are leads after taking buy side or sell side liquidity. Okay, after taking buy side sell side liquidity, if you see market structure shift, then the fair value gap is worth, that is worthy. Before that, I don't think so there is a worthy fair value gap. Okay, how can we understand that it is not a valid fair value? I told you rather already, I need to take sell side liquidity, market structure shift, then the gap, that is worthy. But you see this fair, wait, what can I say? Okay. Look at this fair value. This is not worthy. For me, this fair value gap is not worthy. For me, this fair value gap is not worthy because it didn't do anything over here. Nothing at all. I mean, no, it didn't clean any sell side liquidity. Nothing. Why this fair value gap is important? I don't think so. This fair value gap is important. Okay. I have a question, but don't know how to say it. When do we know that MMSM or MMBM is complete? Is there a way to tell? MMSM accumulation phase, right? This is the accumulation phase. Then manipulation phase, it went higher. Maybe another accumulation phase, distribution phase, market structure shift, again accumulation phase. It will take the sell side liquidity from there. I mean, all the liquidity it has made over there, the accumulation phase. When it is taken, this MMSM is complete. Open heart surgery, okay, brother. This is the accumulation phase, reaccumulation phase, maybe third time accumulation phase. I don't know how many times mm, it will do. Okay, but most of the time I see the two time accumulation phase. It went higher, it will give you the, it will take some kind of buy side liquidity, maybe it will trade some kind of fair value gap, give you the market structure shift, you will take your sell over there. This sell side liquidity is your target. It has taken the sell side liquidity, your MMSM is complete. I hope it's clear, brother. Good, thanks. Okay, no problem, brother. Yeah, terminus of MMSM is returning into the initial manipulation concept. Yeah, that's the thing, brother. Yep, to be honest, that's the thing. In a okay, so this fair value gap has hold the price. Look at the bodies. See, it has hold the price. I believe it will go lower and take the sell. That is my belief. I don't know. This is the lunch hour, so I really don't know how it will work. Most of the time when I see it has traded this fair value gap, take the sell side liquidity, I actually remove this one. I use the breakaway gap. I use the breakaway gap instead of using this fair value gap. So let's see how it works over there. This is lunch hour. We have nothing to do. Consequent encroachment retracement. Price will come to the lower part. You will take your sell. No, no, brother. This is not the fair value gap. Don't be confused. This is not the fair value gap for that on. If I miss that fair value gap, then it would be it can use. Okay, it can be used. But when the guy Remigius actually show me the breakaway gap, I have to mark this one. Okay, this one is not actually practically with rule based. This is not valid to use that concept over there. uh, why I did, I mean, I kept it over here. The reason is I'm thinking this is the actual breakaway gap. That is my thinking outside of the rules. Okay, that is my thinking outside of the rules. If you go with the rules, this breakaway gap, this is the breakaway gap. Is it clear, guys, or not? Okay, and please give me some likes. I can see so many people over here now. I mean, near about 35 people. So please give me the like. I need a like. Please, that's a request. That's a request. Yeah, terminus. Okay. Ovi, in the PM session, what should be our expectation? Ovi, I already told that, brother. Lower run. I mean, market should go low. Let me go to the 50-minute chart. This is the 50-minute chart, and there is nothing actually. Okay. See. Uh, there is nothing in my opinion, so price should go lower. Let me just mark one. It has already broken the 50%. I don't need this one, and this will look at nothing. So it will go lower, and maybe it will take the sell side liquidity from there. Okay, maybe from here or somewhere, maybe it will take the sell side liquidity. I am expecting lower run. I am not expecting higher run. It can't go above this height. It can go above that one. If it go above there, then I will expect some kind of consolidation. My belief is market will go lower, either from this parallel gap or from this parallel gap. Any of this will be used for sending the price lower. This high shouldn't be taken. Look at this high, it shouldn't be taken. Now let's see how price works. I don't know. Okay, if level is worthy when it is created after buy side sell side liquidity and after image. Yeah, that's the thing. After watching how price react to or returning to a breakaway gap is truly an eye opener. Thank you, Arlitz. Thank you very much, brother. I really feel so special when you guys understand something. I mean, you talk about the price action or about the price movement by understanding, by your understanding. I really love that. I really feel special. I feel proud, and I really can't explain how beautiful the feeling is when you guys to understand something. You guys ask me some question by understanding the price action. That is the feeling. That's why I always insist you to ask me the question. I need to answer your question. Without your question, I am nothing. To be honest, brother, I am nothing. I always tell you, I am nothing. I need your question. I need your question to be answered. So, open heart surgery, if you are still over here, this is your accumulation phase. This is your reaccumulation phase. Price is over there. It will give you a very clean setup over there. Very clean, brother. I mean, clean means very clean. It will give you a very clean setup over there. It will take just a second. It will take at least this accumulation, or if it has very strong or energy, then it will take this accumulation phase as well and take the sell side liquidity as well. Okay, over here. So this is your accumulation phase. I mean, if you just mark this one there, there. This is your accumulation phase. This is your reaccumulation phase. Price came here. It should give you a very nice Very clean setup. I mean, take the buy side liquidity, market structure shift with a very nice fair value gap. It will take at least this sell side liquidity. If it has power, then it will take this sell side liquidity. If it has energy, then it will take this sell side liquidity as well. Okay, brother. That is your MMSM, market maker sell model. So I didn't actually talk about that one. So many things I have to talk. Okay. And one more request, brother. Please give me the likes. I can see near about 35 to 36 people. Please give me the like. At least give me 50 like, brother. I'm talking, and I'm feeling thirsty now. I have to drink some water. So give me some times to drink some water. Okay, I will take a little break, and I'm coming back. I'm just coming back. Okay, give me 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. The guy is back to disturb you again. Oh man, how long you will disturb us? Until you will succeed. When you will succeed, I won't be here. Back, yeah, away. I'm back. I will disturb you until you will succeed. Then I stopped disturbing. This breakaway gap, okay. Do you guys how this breakaway gap should work right now? I don't care about the consequent encroachment right now. I don't want to see anybody will close above the breakaway gap high. I want to see that it should stop inside the breakaway gap. If I see that, that is the perfect working with the breakaway gap. Now I will look for some kind of 22 YT model over here. When I will consider the breakaway gap, I will consider the breakaway gap when I will see this. It will close over there, then I will consider the breakaway gap consequent encroachment. Nobody can close below the consequent encroachment, then it will leave the breakaway gap. There will be a curve, that will be my entry. If I see any kind of buy side liquidity over here, I will consider this entry over there. Now my expectation is nobody can close above the breakaway gap. It should close inside the breakaway gap. That is my, I'm gonna remove this parallel gap. It is not, I mean, it is no more important for me. There is no importance for me right of this parallel gap right now. Okay, brother, but it is not balanced. Why you are going to remove this one? Because this is not fair value gap anymore. Okay, I am using this word so that you guys can understand thing which fair value gap is important and which is not important. So this fair value gap is not important anymore for me, but it can use as a inversion fair value gap, right? It went above this fair value gap, it came back, so it actually used as a inversion fair value. No, it's not acting as a inversion fair value gap because my narrative is telling me market should go lower. So if it go above and take the buy side liquidity, I don't care. This lunch hour, it can happen, but I really don't care about that. I am not going to use this one as a inversion fair value gap. This breakaway gap, this gap will act as a inversion fair value gap if market would like to go higher, because this is the last fair value, I mean the first fair value gap of this price run. Look at this price run, so it should act as a inversion fair value gap. I mean if it market go above that breakaway gap, then it should act as a inversion fair value gap, not this one. This is not acting as a inversion fair value gap. I don't know if it is clear or not. Okay, but if price close past the breakaway gap, then the next candle close below it. Okay, in that case I will think this is the fake breakout. If it has closed above the breakaway gap, very next candle again it came lower, then I will think this is the fake breakout. I will think like that way because my narrative is telling me market will go lower. That is the reason for thinking that. If my thinking was, or my narrative was telling me market will go higher, then the first time it closed above the breakaway gap, it came back again the breakaway gap, inside the breakaway gap, I will think okay, market has already closed above the breakaway gap, it should go higher. I will think like that way. But now as my narrative is lower, market should go low, I will think that as a fake breakout. Okay, our dudes, guys, please don't forget to give me the like, and any of you please remember remind the other people so that they can give me some likes. I need that one. Oh man, this guy always asks for the like. Yeah, I always ask for the like. I only ask for that. It's free of cost. So you can give me some likes. I am expecting some kind of very clean setup over here. Very clean. I mean, you know the very clean setup. What does it mean? It will take the buy side liquidity. It will give you a very clean market structure shift with a very clean fair value gap. I would like to see that type of things over here. Can you please explain something more about the fair value gap? The fair value gap which helps to do the MSS. What actually is that? You see, it has taken the buy side liquidity, it gave you the market structure shape. This is the fair value gap, right? This is your fair value gap. This is your first fair value gap. This is your second fair value gap. So this two fair value gap is important for me. If I see there is only one fair value gap, this fair value gap is important for me because this fair value gap has created after taking the buy side liquidity and the market structure sheet. Then it has created. So this is importance. It has some importance. I mean, what should I talk about the fair value gap more? I mean, I really don't understand Obi. That is the only thing I look when I use the fair value gap. I always do every time I get in, even before giving you salam. Thanks, Alex, for giving me the like every time. Thank you, brother. Thanks a lot. Okay, let me mark this one as well. This is also valid fair value gap. I mean, why it is, why I kept it until now, because it is not balanced yet. So I kept it until now. Do I want to see price came here? It can came to this fair value gap as well. It can came. I mean, it can come because this fair value gap, this is the high which I don't want to see it's taken. That is the only thing I really don't want to see. Except this, everything is acceptable. Whatever price is doing over here, we are not doing anything over there before one. Remember, brother, before one we are not going to do anything. If I see it has taken the buy side liquidity, it has given me very nice market structure shift with a very nice fair value gap, very clean setup before one. I'm not interested to take that entry. Okay, 1008 fair value gap, that one isn't, is breakaway gap. 1008, 1008, 1008, 1008. That this one? No, brother, this is not breakaway gap. I mean, breakaway gap means there should be two fair value gap, one above another. You see, there is only one fair value gap. Look over here. This is the only fair value gap. Just let me show you. This candle high, this candle low. This is the gap. Look at the very next candle. It has traded this gap. So it didn't make another gap. It has made the gap over here. Look, it has made another gap over here. But before making this gap, this candle has traded this fair value gap. So there is only one fair value gap, not two fair value gap. If this candle didn't touch the low of the fair value gap, then this would be my first fair value gap, this would be my breakaway gap. Okay, but this candle has traded this gap, so this is not breakaway gap, this is the last fair value gap, just a fair value gap, the, the most highest fair value gap. Before taking this buy side liquidity, this is the last fair value gap that should hold the price, but this is not breakaway gap. Okay, Saim, how are you? Till now this breakaway gap hold the price, this has hold the price till now, and it has taken the buy side liquidity, bodies closed at the level of the consequent encroachment, that is more confluences, that is more confirmation. I am not interested to take any type of setup right now before one. So where is one? Here. Until price is over here, I am not interested to take any kind of entries over there. I don't care about how beautiful the setup was over there. If I see very clean setup over there, I'm not interested. You can't be take, you can't take entry over there. Very strict rules. You have to follow this. All of we know this is the best thing of ICT. Even ICT himself told about the market maker buy model, market maker sell model. So this is the market maker buy sell model. In my opinion, this is the market maker sell model. if price makes some kind of very clean setup over there, that should be traded at least to this sell side liquidity. If it has force, it will take this sell side liquidity, and lastly this sell side liquidity. But I am not interested to take the sell over here before 1. If it is the sell setup happened around 10, okay, not I mean around 1, I am interested with that. Until then I'm not interested. Now if price can go below this low, is it market structure shift? Below this low, is it market structure shift? No, it is not market structure shift. Why? Because this low didn't trade any fair value gap over here, but brother, it has traded this fair value gap, this candle's low, this candle's high. No, it didn't trade. Look at the bodies. Just let me show you. Somebody actually confused about this, so I am going to make your confusion clear. See, there is a fair value gap, okay? This candle has traded this fair value gap. The very next candle has traded this fair value gap, but look at this two candle. It didn't make a swing low. It has made equal lows. Then this candle has traded this fair value gap and it has made a swing low. Look at this candle. It has made a swing low, but the bodies, where did the body close? Below the fair value gap. So it actually didn't trade the fair value gap with the wick. It has traded this fair value gap with the body. So this low is not valid for shifting market structure shift. In my opinion, this is the candle which will be marked, it should be marked as your market structure shift. Until this candle is not broken, until now, okay, it is not broken, I am not seeing a market structure shift over there. Nothing is over here. This is pure consolidation. Market is actually making buy side liquidity. Maybe it has taken the buy side liquidity over here. It is trading this breakaway gap. It is actually stopped out the buyers, stopped out the sellers, and then when everyone is stopped out over there, there is no liquidity anymore, then it will go lower. That is my expectation. Thank you for explaining. First, probably should not trade it to make breakaway. Yep, it can trade, but I mean it can trade, but that you will mark as a breakaway gap. You should mark that way. Okay. Narrative makes it MMSM. No, it is just pure MMSM. I mean, narrative doesn't make anything. Narrative is something you will expect market will act like that way. Why price is going here this high? Why it is doing this? This is lunch hour. Everyone after lunch, when they will come, they will see market went higher at the lunch time. They will start to take their buy over there. Already people actually took buy over there so many times. This was the pure consolidation or bull flag. They have already taken the buy over there. This is their target. Maybe this high is also their target. This high is also their target. I am expecting market can't take that high. That is my expectation. Let me just mark this one. I don't want to see this high is taken. Look over here. Now you can see why I am not expecting that market will take that high. This is a clean high, I mean a single high. I don't want to see that is taken. If I saw there is equal highs, very clean highs, I would expect market will take that highs and it will never take that high. That would be my expectation. Now it is a single high. I don't want to see it is taken because the retail trader, they actually mark the single high as their target. That is another reason for marking the single highs. Now another thing is over here. When price came here, it has been rejected from the consequent encroachment, the top, I mean highest fair value gap. This is the second time price came to the lower part of the breakaway gap. You have very clean sell side over there. You can take your entry over there. If it is not at the, what to say, I mean lunch hour, you could take your entry over there. Your stop loss has to be above that high because this is the highest high. Price can take this high for taking, for taking the buy side liquidity. But brother, you told me that you do not want to see it is taken. Yeah, I don't want to see it is taken, because most of the people, they will put their target profit above that high. Some of them actually put their target above that high, some of them, okay. Also, whoever takes sell over there, whoever takes sell above there, they put their stop loss above this buy side liquidity now. So it can be traded, but this high, that should be untraded. That is my expectation. So you have to put your stop loss above that high, and your target will be maybe until right now it should be over there. If it went higher, what should you do? I'll be stopped out, no problem. I'll be stopped out. This is the lunch hour, be careful about this one. That's why I told you, don't take any kind of entry at the lunch hour. Before 1 we have no entry. After 1, we, if we see some kind of trade setup, we'll go for that. Now here we are nothing, we are doing nothing. Let's see what price do actually. The perfect MMS is really clear. It should look like M or W 222 unicorn setup. I don't know what is unicorn. What did you mean by that, Arlitz? I'm great. Alhamdulillah. Step in WTI. Crude oil made 2000 and WTI took away 800. Oh, so you took entry. You were profitable. Now you are a loser. 800 loser. It's okay, brother. It's okay, uncle. Now it has broken this last fair value gap. I would like to see market can't go below this consequent encroachment. Nobody can close below this consequent encroachment. If it failed to close below this consequent encroachment, then it leave the area. I will mark some kind of buy side liquidity. Is there any buy side liquidity or not? Let me check. Yep, you can mark this one as your buy side liquidity. This is outside of the narrative. This is against the narrative. Okay, so I will mark that on as my buy side liquidity. It will take that buy side liquidity. If anybody can't close below the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap, because this is the last fair value gap that should hold the price. It failed to hold the price. If market can come to the consequent encroachment, I remember what did I say over here? That is the same thing I'm expecting right now over here. This is the way you will take your entry depending on the fair value gap strategy. Okay, you will take your entry over there, your target will be there. Didn't know it before. Thank you, brother, for sharing. No problem, man. The PM session actually started at 1. So this is lunch hour. At lunch hour, whatever we see, that is not valid. Okay, you shouldn't take entry at the lunch hour. We saw so many abnormal things at the lunch hour. It has 3 PDRs: order block, travel gap, and breaker. Yep, it has already broken all of them. So this is my expectation. If it happened, I am interested to take any kind of entry. Otherwise, I'll just stay still, because my narrative is telling me market will go lower. That is my expectation. Market will go lower. Still now, I am expecting market will go low. MSS basically the unicorn in the YT Model setup. MSS. I talked about that so many times. I really would like to see a swing low which has the swing high on its both. Swing low that is lower than that's lower, that is the higher than this swing low on both of that side. That is the thing I really would like to see for the entry. For marking the swing low, or it has to take trade any kind of fair value gap. That is the two condition. Any of them is met, I'm interested to take that swing low or swing high as my market stage. I have already made the video, brother. You can see the video. It will be clear. Okay, you just see the how to avoid the losing trade. So it came to the consequent encroachment. It has been rejected. Now if it can leave the area, I mean the fair value gap, and I would like to see a curve. Okay, a very nice curve. If it can come to the up, I would like to take that entry, and this buy side liquidity is my target. If body closed below the consequent encroachment, I'm not interested to do anything. Before one, I'm not going to do anything. You can trade the fair value of the breaker or the odd block that took out the liquidity. Okay, you can do that. You can do that. I always talked about something that is easier to see, very easy to see. This time I don't want to see anybody will close below the consequent encroachment. I should use the word repricing, how it really look like. Repricing means you see this fair value gap, this is repriced already. This fair value gap is repriced over there. I mean, when you will see a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, or buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, then very next time it went through that gap, this is lower run, this is a higher run. It is repriced already. Look this fair value gap. It is already repriced. It is not balanced, but it is repriced. When it will be balanced? When I will see market actually rejected from the consequent encroachment or the lower part, or consequent encroachment or the higher part, it will be rejected and take the buy side liquidity or the sell side liquidity, it will be balanced. I don't need that fair value gap anymore after that. Until then, it is important for me. Okay, I'm gonna use this breakaway, I mean remove this breakaway gap. It's because look at this run, this all the last fair value gap, and look at this run, this is the last fair value gap. So this fair value gap, I mean this fair value gap is higher than that fair value gap. Price came here, I don't need this one, I will keep this one. It's because I want to see when price will come over here, is there any other way, I mean is there any chance to take some kind of pyramid entry over there. If I saw the pyramid entry over there, I would like to take that one, depending on that breakaway gap. Over here, what is price actually telling you? Price is nothing, price is telling you nothing. Why price is not telling you nothing? It went above, it went lower, it has broken the consequent encroachment. Now is it fake breakout? I don't know, I need more information. If I see price went higher, come back again to the top, I'm not going to take entry, because this is not the rejection from the consequent encroachment. Though it is fake breakout, I'm not sure that it is fake breakout or it is actually telling me that market would like to go lower. When I am confused, I'm not doing anything. But very next time, if I see price came to the consequent encroachment, maybe one or two time, two candle came to the consequent encroachment, then rejected, and then come back again to the top, I'm interested to take buy, because this all the fake breakout, and then I got the rejection from the consequent encroachment. Very simple, brother. One thing, repricing and redeliver are the same thing. Repricing and redeliver. Obi, I am sorry, but I really don't remember what is redeliver. I mean, have I ever heard that redeliver word? Redeliver. I don't remember, brother. I mean, what is redeliver? I don't really remember. So I'm very sorry, brother. Redeliver. I forgot that. I don't remember. I'll look for that. Okay, redeliver. What does it mean? I'll look for that. And please give me some likes. If any of you are new, you can subscribe to my channel. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel. But don't forget to give me the like. Okay, please. That's a request. Please don't forget to give me the like. I believe redeliver is when it goes back to after repricing. uh Blow to low, I really don't remember, brother, what is redeliver. So I shouldn't talk about that. I will search for that when I will get time. I will look for that to redeliver, and I will talk about that later. Okay, brother. I really forgot about the redeliver. I really don't. I didn't heard that word. Maybe it's very new to me. Redeliver. I know everything. No, I don't know everything. I know very little thing about the market price. So I am thinking it is not the fake breakout. Market is telling me market will go low. It is it is now clearly telling me that market will go low. If I see a very next candle will close above the consequent encroachment, I don't care. I got my market structure shift over there. This is my market structure shift. If I see a very nice fair look up over there, am I going to take my entry? No, I'm not going to take that entry. Why? Because it is, yeah, it is not 1 p.m. yet. If it is 1 p.m., I would take my entry over there if I would see any kind of fair value gap over there. But as it is before 1, I'm not going to take that entry. Now, there is another thing I really love, and that is the 1250 to 110 macro. I really love that macro. I told you so many times that is my one of the favorite macro. But I don't want to talk about that one because that is a little bit confusing. So depending on that macro, I can take. I mean, I can maybe frame some. Till now, I didn't see any entry, to be honest. But if I see any kind of entry, depending on that macro, I could take that entry before 1. But for us who we are learning, we are not allowed to take entry before 1. If it is 12:59, you see the setup. At 12:59, you are not allowed to take that entry. You have to take that entry at 1. 1 means 1, not 12:59, not 12:58. Now, if you don't listen to me, you will hurt yourself. If you don't believe me, after getting hurt, you come back and tell me, yeah, brother, I'm hurt. This is my experience. So, whatever I'm telling you here, that is my experience. I'm happy that it didn't take that buy side liquidity, because most of the people they actually put their target profit above that high, fail to take that entry. I really love that one. Now this breakaway gap should be broken. I mean I would like to see a body will close below the consequent encroachment. I really would like to see that. If it can close below the consequent encroachment, I'll be happy. I'm just gonna remove this one because this is not important anymore. I'm gonna remove this market structure shift as well. Oh, like if that fair value gap that it's trading in now, if it goes below, that's a redelivery. Okay, okay. Now this breakaway gap, you see the consequent encroachment. Nobody can close above the consequent encroachment. The same thing I was expecting over here, I am going to expect the same thing over here, like this, like this, like this. Very clean thing, very clean thing. This one. If it happened, I'm interested. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Very simple. Is it hard to understand? No, it's not hard to understand. Because now this breakaway gap is not working as holding the price. It is actually working to give you a setup. It should work like that way. Why I have marked this week? You see this big run. Before this big run, it is actually repriced. Price traded here, went higher. So there is nothing left over here. This is kind of fair value gap. I marked the consequent encroachment. That means if price would like to go, it can go to the consequent encroachment. That should be its last destination before going lower. I mean, it should act as a fair value gap, the consequent encroachment. এদিকে আসো, এদিকে আসো। come আসো just a second. Let's wait until 1, then we will see how it works. Please guys, don't forget to give me the like. I can see there are 40 like. I need 10 more like. After that I'll be happy. I won't ask for the, yeah, that's my cat. He was outside. He just come in and asking for food. There is food already for him. Let's see. Okay, I'd like to remove this one. Instead of that, I would like to mark this one now. I'd like to mark this instead of that one. Let's see how it works. We're going to enter into the PM session very soon. We have very clean sell side liquidity over here. We are looking for some kind of setup over here. Till now we don't have any setup. It has taken the buy side liquidity, traded lower. There was no fair value gap. It came here. If it is not fake breakout, it will give us a setup over there. That is my belief. Okay, to work or not, I don't know. And guys, can you hear me clearly? I mean, the voice is okay, or it's not. If there is any buffering or anything, just let me know. Okay, one more time. I just I want to know about that. This is the highest high where price can go. It shouldn't be broken. This consequent encroachment shouldn't be broken. If price would like to go lower, let's see. Okay, it has made the buy side liquidity again over here. Look at these highs, they're very clean. It has made the buy side liquidity. Till now it's buy side liquidity. Let's see how it works over there. Am I looking for buy now? No. Okay, thank you, V. I'm not going to take any kind of buy over here. But brother, it has taken the sell side liquidity, gave you very nice market structure shift. This is the last fair value gap that has hold the price. Why you are not waiting to take a buy? Because my narrative is low and it is just going to end the lunch hour. Okay, now we are at 58, so it's going to, I mean, it's going to take entry to the PM session. That is the reason I'm not interested to take any kind of buy now. I'm interested to take sell. Hmm, has tapped to the lower part of the last fair value gap. I'm happy to see that. Are you going to take that entry through? You shouldn't. Still, it is not inside the PM session. Has to go inside the PM session. Has to go. Okay. After that, if you see a setup, after that, you are very much happy. You will be happy to take that entry. Right now, look at the price. What it has done. It has taken the sell side liquidity, gave you market structure shift. This is the last fair value gap. It came to the fair value gap. It started to go higher. Where is your buy side liquidity? This high, this high. This is the buy side liquidity. It can take the buy side liquidity very easily. It can do that. Maybe I'm wrong. I love to be wrong. If you push your button, that is kind of disaster. Okay, don't push your button. If you push, you will take a loss. By depending on my analysis, you can push your button by depending on your analysis, not depending on my analysis. You have to be confused, Ovi. You have to be confused. I already talked about everything. What can happen? I have already talked about everything, so you shouldn't be confused. But I'm just telling you over here, don't push your button. That's the only thing I'm telling. Look at the market price, how it reacts. The market is in the PM session now. Now you are allowed to take any kind of entries or anything. Okay, you are now allowed. But before one, you are not allowed to take the entries. And I really would like to be wrong. That's the thing. And I'm going to be the wrong. I mean, I'm gonna be wrong this time. If you take entry, you will take the loss. Okay, the fake entry you get. Man, I'll explain after sometimes. Okay, I will do something in front of all of you guys today. I really would love to do that today. Just let the price fly sometimes. After that, I will do just little bit. Look at this gap, how it is working. It came to the consequent encroachment, rejection from the consequent encroachment. It came to the upper part of the fair value gap. Look how beautiful the curve is. See? Oh, wait. Every 120 to 140 Judah swing happened. I didn't know that, brother. I mean, 120 140 Judah swing. I don't know about that. Maybe I didn't look the market like that way. In my opinion, the Judah swing is there is two type of Judah swing. One is the daily Judah swing, which actually happened at the London session. The whole London session is the Judah swing. Another Judah swing I really love to see at 9:30. I mean at 9:30 or 9:30 to 10. So these two Judah swing I'm interested. Except these two Judah swing I'm not interested. Any type of I don't know actually if it happens or not. So I shouldn't talk about that. Okay. How many handle I took the risk over here? Only 9 handles. See, only 9 handle here. Oh man, 26 handle. Too much. 9 handle. If I put this one and this one, okay. How many thing is over here? Oh, it's near about 1:3. Oh man, use. But I'm gonna be the wrong. Don't push your button. If you push your button, you'll take the loss. I'm never right. I love to place my stop loss now over here. Oh, there. I love to put it over there. If I take a loss, I will take a very small loss. I mean, it's paper trading. It's very easy. If it is real money, then the market actually react differently. Okay, so be careful. One guy actually told me that it's very easy to do that, do that in the paper trade, but if you start paper, I mean, start trading real money, price action is totally different. I mean, you can't trade the real money. Nearly impossible. Yeah, I'm agree with him. I agree with him. Really want to see this. Want to say unfilled. Going here. I don't want to see this gap will be filled. Okay, it can't be filled, fully filled. Okay, that thing I don't want to see. Yeah, yeah. Real money always act differently. I mean, when you will take your entry to the real money, this whole candle will be different. Okay, the market will be different. Everything will be different. You know, we will see some kind of different market. That is the funniest thing of, I mean, that is the difference between real money and the paper money. Okay? I believe that, brother. I know that. Yeah, Paladin mentioned this. When you have real money in a real market, slippage is more often than no, it's not true. I mean, maybe it's true for the forex. I really don't know, but it's not true for the future market. Totally not true. Not true. Okay, because you will see the same markets. Every single thing is same. This paper money or the real money, that doesn't make any difference. Nothing. I was joking, so don't take it seriously. I was just joking. Everything is same. Every single thing is same. Nothing is different. Okay, don't think like that. There is no slippage. Nothing. Every single thing is the same. But forex, I don't know, to be honest, brother. Yeah, maybe there could be some slippage or something. There could be anything. I don't know, to be honest. I took some partial above this low. So I'll just take some partial, okay, above this lows. All of these lows are equal lows, and I will put my stop loss at the break even. All of you know that is my weakness. I always trail my stop loss, but that is the logical level. There shouldn't price shouldn't go over there. Don't take that entry. Don't push your button over here. If you do that, you will take a loss because I have already taken my partial. If I am stopped out, still I am profitable. But if you take your entry over here, you will take your loss. I mean, maybe it won't take this sell side liquidity. Maybe, I don't know. Don't make me right this time, please. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong this time, please. This is the fun thing, right? I mean, I was seeing market is going higher, is going higher, 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 is going higher. It came here, right? It came here. How how can I take sell over there? How can I do that? The thing is, It has given you the market structure shift I see this week without except the fair value gap. I mean, there was no fair value gap. So I took my entry to the consequent encroachment of this week. Let me show you the consequent. This is the consequent encroachment. I took my entry. Look, where was my entry? Look over here. See, when it came here, I took my entry over there. Then price failed to hold there. Instead of that, where did it go? To the lower part of this last fair value gap. See, it came here, it went lower. Now, if you would like to take the entry, where will you take your entry? I told you when you will get your setup, it will be very clean. It is the most cleanest setup. It has to be the most cleanest setup. It has taken your buy side liquidity. It has given you very nice market structure shape. Look at the market structure sheet. There is a fair value gap. Look at this fair value gap. I marked it as my breakaway gap, but this is a fair value gap for taking your entry. Why did I take that candle's entry? When it has traded the consequent encroachment of this last fair value gap, I took my entry over there. Look over there. I took my entry over there. I mean, I added more. Now, if you would like to take your entry, you will take your entry over there. How many handle will be there? From this fair value gap to this low. Near about 20 handle, okay? So, near about 20 handle. That is your very clean setup. Anybody has any confusion about this setup? Sure. Who has the confusion about this setup? I love to write this one. I love to write this one. Boom. So this is the setup I took. Why did I take this entry? I mean, do you need to take your entry over there? Do you need? I don't think so. What did I tell you when market was going higher? What did I tell you? You will get the very cleanest setup over there. Very cleanest setup when you are accepted to take your entry at or after one. Look, this is the one. This is one. After one, was there any nice setup which is very, I mean, very clean? Is there anything like that? Is there anything that could be more cleaner than this setup? I don't think so. This is the most cleanest setup. Is that enough for you? Where it is going? Look at the sell side liquidity. Is it clean sell side liquidity? Yeah, I believe that. It's very clean sell side liquidity. Brother, why did you take your, I mean, you closed your entry over there? Why you take your partial over there? I always love to take partial. I always love to take. Whenever I started to take partial, I stopped to take the losing trade. I stopped that. I'm always right. I'm 100% time I'm the right. Every time I'm right. I'm kidding. Not every time. Nobody can be right every time. You have to take the losing trade. To be honest, brother, you have to take the clean trade. I mean the losing trade. I take the losing trade as well. I was just joking. You have to understand the price action like that way. You are not allowed to take your this entry. This entry you are not right now. You are not allowed. When you will understand how to utilize this fair value gap. Until now, what did I tell you? I told you you have to see the consequent encroachment rejection, then the lower part trade. You will take your entry. Was there any rejection from the consequent encroachment? No, there was no rejection from the consequent encroachment. So you can't take this entry. You are not allowed to take this entry. I took this entry. I told you that I thought this consequent encroachment will hold the price. So I take that entry. Is that gambling? No, it is not gambling. If it is gambling, if it was gambling, I would tell you that this is gambling. This entry is not valid. I wouldn't take that entry to my real money account or something. I would tell you that. But this entry, this is the perfect entry. I took that on depending on my experience. Price actually came to the lower part of this fair value gap. I'm happy. Right now, I don't know why it has been rejected from there, as because the price action was not clean over there. But I need to see some other time frame as well. later maybe I will find out why it has traded, I mean, to the lower part of the fair value gap. Whatever, you don't need this thing. You don't need this thing. Before, when price was over here it was going higher, what did I tell you? Remember, when price will start to go lower, you will get the cleanest setup. That setup will be the very clean setup. There will be there can't be more cleaner the setup. You will see there will be no cleaner like that setup. Just let me, did you get your buy side liquidity taken over there? Do you believe this is buy side liquidity has taken over there? Is this market structure shift valid? I believe this is valid market structure shift. Is there any fair value gap? Just, it will confuse you, okay? Is this fair value gap valid? Obviously this is valid fair value gap. Can you take your entry over there? Obviously you can take your entry over there. Where should be your uh target profit? Look at this sell side liquidity. Okay, these lows, this all of these lows are very relatively equal lows. You will target over there. Where market should go to take this sell side liquidity? How it will go, I don't know. Is that entry is enough for you to take your entry over there until here? It's near about 21 handle. Maybe just think, maybe you are late little bit, you take your entry over there. Just your, I mean, here, okay, so it's 20 handle, it is enough. Just multiple 20 handle with $50 or $20 if you trade to the top step. So $20 into 20, because one contract is equal $20, so it's near about 400. If you just take two contract, only two contract, how much would be? 800. It's up to you, brother. How do I know that this will be the cleanest setup? My narrative was telling me, I saw this run, a very clean run, is going up, 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 up. When it is going up at the lunch hour, after one, when everyone came from the lunch, they saw market is going higher. Whenever it will go to the low, they will take buy. It will go low, they will take buy. When market started to go higher, they already take some buys. What did market do? It went lower, gave us the setup over there. Now what should be our expectation right now? Market will come and take the sell side liquidity. That should be our expectation. Is it going higher, brother? It came so far, it should go higher. I don't believe it will go high, but it has taken the sell side liquidity, gave me a very nice market structure shift. This is the fair value gap, so I am going to take buy over there. If you want, you can do that, but I don't believe this fair value gap will hold the price and send it back to the high. It has done its job over there. It has already done its job. It has taken this buy side liquidity. Why it didn't take that buy side liquidity? Why? Whoever take their sell, buy to this consolidation or to this bull flag, everyone's target is this buy. Some of them actually took put their target profit over here. Some of them, most of them put their target above that high, because that is the highest high. Retail trader always think like that way. They're greedy. I'm sorry if any of you are here who actually love the retail trading. I'm sorry. I don't want to mean that, but the way I should talk, that is the way. Okay, so I have to talk like that way. They're greedy, so they actually put the target profit over there. Where did market go? When market was over there, they are so, so they were thinking, okay man, I am going to take so much profit over here. Okay, so market didn't let them to take that profit. It started to go lower. It will go below these lows. Whoever put their stop loss below that low, they're already stopped out. Some of them, when they saw market is going lower, they will move their stop loss below this low. When they will see market is going lower, they will put their stop loss below this low. Market came here, they put their stop loss below this lows again. maybe at the level of this sell side, I mean the support level. What market is going to do? It is going to take that sell side liquidity. Some of them still they will move their stop loss below this low. What will market do? Market will take this sell side liquidity as well. This is logic, brother. I mean, if you don't understand, I don't know how to make it much more clear. Okay, it's time to read the comment. Let's see what you have done. Okay, it's psychological but definitely different. I don't believe Lotto that the paper money. I mean, when you will trade paper money or real money, yes, psychologically it's different. Psychologically it's different, but logically or the price action always same. This is always same. There is nothing difference. Okay, so if you can work with your psychology, you will be the profitable trader. Always you will be the profitable trader. That is my belief. Okay. There should be logical since the fair value gap and breaker as buffer. Okay, I have already explained earlier, and OB and 3 PDRA. I don't see the 3 PDRA or that type of things. I don't see. Obviously, that is important, and if you can understand the 3 PDRA things, you can do that, brother. I always insist you to learn more, but I go with the easiest thing. I don't want to make things complicated. Okay. For me, this setup is the easiest thing. Why it should go lower? My narrative is telling me it will go lower. Why price was going higher? Because that was the launch hour. I don't care about the price action over there. It is going higher. Okay, let it go high. Let it fly. How long it can go? It can go above that high. I don't want to see it will go above that high, but if it went above that high, that is acceptable. This high taken, I don't agree with that. When it break this breakaway gap, I will look to the constant encroachment. If I see the rejection from the constant encroachment, if it leave the area and come back again to the top, I will take a buy over there until this fair value gap, I mean this buy side liquidity. Until there, I will take that one. It didn't show me any setup over there, and I didn't take any buy. Market went lower. It just forget about this entry. Okay, just forget it. Otherwise, you will be confused. Just forget it. It has made very clean setup over there. I will take my sell over there. This is very clean. Let me just remove this one. It is very clean. Market take the buy side liquidity here, also here. Give you very nice market structure shift when price is inside the PM session. This is one. So market is already inside the PM session. You take your sell to that fair value gap. In my opinion, this sell side liquidity is the most obvious liquidity. You should take, I mean, you should put your target profit over there. That is my opinion. But if you'd like to hold your trade over there, you have to take some partial over there. You have to put your stop loss now, the break even. Now let's see if it can take that sell side liquidity, you will be profitable. Otherwise, you have already take some partial over there, and you will be stopped out at the break even. So you don't care about that. You are already profitable. Okay. So here I don't see any kind of period. Now order block. Why you guys so curious about water block? Do you know where is the water block? Where is the water block entry over here? Look over here, not the previous water block. Look at this water block. Where was the water block entry over there? Can anyone tell me where is the water block? I mean, water block entry was where was the water block entry? Just let me know the time. Okay, where was the water block entry over here? Just let me know that time. I want to see. Do you need the water block entry? I would like to know that first. I will show you how can you take the fair value gap entry. I have already explained that on how can you use the fair value gap, how can you explain or you can determine that market will go here or there. Okay, I can show it to you by only fair value gap. Order block, yes, sometimes I add some, I mean I do pyramid depending on the order block. I do pyramid, not entry. Okay, let's see. Okay, so please don't be, I mean, don't make things complicated. Try to make always thing very simple. If you make it simple, if you forget so many things about the market, you will be the winner. Now look at this run. What you are thinking? It is going higher, so it will go above that buy side liquidity. It will do that? I don't believe. Why did it came? Maybe the guys who actually sold over there, they will trial the stop loss. So it came higher, take that buy side liquidity. That is my belief. Now, if you look that way, it has taken the buy sell side liquidity. It has given you very nice market structure shift. This is your fair value gap. You would like to take your entry over there. That is gambling, in my opinion. Why that is gambling? It's because I don't know why market will go higher. I really don't know. My narrative is telling me market will go lower, but why you will take buy? Look, remember here, that was a very clean setup above here, and it will clean the buy side liquid. Do you know that? I don't know. I don't even believe that. But brother, this is very clean setup. See how beautifully it has taken the sell side liquidity, gave me very nice market structure shift. This is the fair value gap. I don't care. I really don't care about that. I really don't know how far it will go. So why I will take that on? But when it will start to go lower, I know where it will go. It will come over here, this sell side liquidity, because this is the continuation of the expansion. It should go over there. That is my belief. I'm not interested to take buy over there. I will love to take sell depending on that fair value gap. I will love to do that. Why, brother? Why do you do that? Because this, it has taken the sell side liquidity, gave you the market structure shift, right? So this is the fair value gap. This is very important. This fair value gap is very important. I love to take sell depending on that fair value gap. I will I love to use this one as my inversion fair value gap. But I'm not interested to take buy. But brother, it came to this fair value gap and it went higher, take the buy side liquidity. That was a very nice setup. So what? So what? Here was also the same thing. It has taken the sell side liquidity, market structure shift. This was very nice fair value gap. It came here. Did it respect this fair value gap? This fair value gap can hold the price, send it back? No, it failed. Why? Because my narrative is much more stronger than the normal fair value gap or normal setup. You have to understand this. Every time you will be right, it won't go higher and take the buy side liquidity. No, I'm not right every time. I don't need to be right, but I don't want to go against my narrative. Very simple thing, brother. Okay. Okay, should screenshot. Oh yeah, you can do some kind of screenshot. Then I should write it down over here. I'm always right. I'll have to write it for future reference, guys. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. But please give me likes. I need likes. Be clean. In ready for my top step. Oh, Domino. Please, 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 please. Keep some more days, please, brother. You are learning. This is your learning stage. Don't ruin it, please. That's a request, brother. That's a request. Please don't do this right now. Do it some days later. Yes, bro. It's the most clean setup. Thank you, Ian. Let's 2 years ago, I was learning trading with moving average institution or learning market profile by Jim Dalton. This year, I finally got this ICT's content. Oh, wait, that was a nice joke, brother. Hello, bro. How are you? I'm fine. Zero, how are you, brother? I'm very fine, alhamdulillah. Just swing high 115. I think that was the answer of the water block. Just let me. So, what did water block?